Well, here we are in classy St Kilda, which is about 10 kilometres south of the Melbourne CBD. And now it's time to reveal this amazing sustainable house. Looking from the outside, it looks quite humble, but inside, it's a totally different story. Let's go and have a look. We catch up with architect and owner David and his wife Lena as they show me around this uniquely designed home with a sustainable edge. I think one of the elements, just seeing this part of the house already, is sustainability is not necessarily about being daggy and hay bales and mud brick, but it's about class. And this is a very classy building, really, really clever in its approach, and yet it's really sustainable.
That's always been a drive for our business, to create sustainable architecture that's also contemporary design.
So you actually built the house too, didn't you?
That's correct.
Wow, so you're the client, you're the architect, and you're the builder.
It was good that I could really trust him in the design.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe just support in whatever I could.
Is it more expensive to use sustainable materials?
In most parts, yes. There was one material, however, that is recycled that wasn't more expensive. In fact, I think as far as our cost comparisons go, it actually became a cost saving. Okay. And that was the Replas product, who make a plastic sheet using recycled milk bottles, and we've used that as internal and external cladding for showers and walls.
So this is a really novel idea. If you live in a tight space, you didn't have a backyard, so you've created your own backyard on the roof.
It's so nice to have your private space, so our solution to that was to create gardens in the sky.
And that's effectively what we're standing in right now, which is just great. And obviously Ed here is absolutely loving it.
He does.
Yeah.
It's his favourite spot.
Now, I've noticed around the house there's lots of little knick-knacky things. Like behind us, we've got like a kettles, and we've got broken plates, and we've got really interesting character pieces. Who's the person responsible for that, and what do you call that?
Look, I'm attracted to beautiful objects.
Yeah.
The broken plates you mentioned were actually excavated out of the site during construction.
Is that for real? So
Yeah.
they're very old plates.
Yeah.
The more I find out about this house, just the more interested I am. I mean, it's just not your typical home where there's a story behind every single thing I look at. It's just brilliant. So, Leonard, where does the tour take us next?
I think you'll be impressed with the bathrooms.
Can't wait to see it.
Sure.
There are two stunning bathrooms that serve the dual purpose of, well, being a bathroom, and the other is to act as gills for the home, if you like. When the windows are open, cool air is sucked up and filters through the entire interior of the home. The home is fitted with Raven weather seals so that none of the cool air escapes and the hot air stays in during the winter. Okay, wow, these colours are pretty bold in this beautiful bathroom. So what was you thinking behind that when you designed that?
I wanted to choose some really fun, bright colours.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to go too crazy.
These are pretty crazy.
Yeah.
How did you cope when you first saw them?
It took me a while to accept that.
Okay.
And then David was pretty insistent.
Yeah.
And then I just went with it.
It just works so well with that beautiful courtyard and the greenery that's outside there as well. What's one of the sustainability features other than the air conditioning system?
The Apricus hot water system uses about 80% less energy than a standard storage hot water service.
And looks really stunning from the roof as well.
I think it's an interesting element.
The house doesn't skimp on any mod cons, such as the zip tap. It provides hot and cold water as well as sparkling water, all for drinking, and ready at the touch of a button. The original house contains 2 bedrooms. The bathroom and ensuite are stunning features of the house. They also serve as vents that allow the house to cool naturally. The main living space is on the first level and overlooks the courtyard area. Well, thank you so much for showing me around your house today. I've learned a lot and I'm feeling quite inspired. Tell us about price now. People wanting to know what's it going to cost to build a house like this.
Before we started construction and after we finished the design, we got quotes from builders, and the prices ranged between 1.5 and 1.8 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
And obviously you guys have had some savings along the way, so that's all credit to you. Well, thank you so much. I had a great time. Well, if you've got a project you think would suit the show, then go to besthouses.com.au and send us some pics. Also, while you're there, don't forget to vote for the house you think should win today's episode. Well, thanks for being part of the show. We'll see you next time.